in Yellowstone, there's a bison that chucked a boomer into the air. So watch this. So this bison is chasing this boomer. So he's hiding. Man, like that, imagine, like, dude, that's scary, bro. You have this like 2,000-pound behemoth of a beast just chase you. And right here. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. So he was seriously injured after that. But can we get a freeze frame? Can we get a freeze frame of him in the air? Can you pull it up? Like right there. Boom. Like, I know it might not be tasteful to laugh about it, but he's okay. He's okay now. He's in good conditions. He's stable. So, but like, dude, like, man, imagine me flinged up in the air. Like, thank God he didn't land straight on his head and broke his neck. Like, that would have been really, really bad. But yeah, like, he got swung into the air by this bison in Yellowstone. Yeah, like, that's scary. That's freaking scary, okay? So, remember when all the women were like, oh yeah, I'd rather pick a bear over a man? Like, I want to put every single woman in that situation in front of a bison. And let's ask every single woman who said that they'd rather pick the bear over the man. Let's put them all, we should all force them and have it be a part of like curriculum, like teaching curriculum, to have them be in front of a bison like that. And then in that moment say, like, who would you rather have? This bison or a man? And every single woman, when confronted with reality, will say, I'm sorry, men, please save me. Someone save me. I think that's the biggest antidote to feminism and male hatred online. It's just, you just got to give women a dose of reality. All these feminists and these liberals, just give them a dose of reality and they'll just become right-wing. But that being said, this Yellowstone visitor, he was flung into the air. It was horrifying, but he's a grandfather. He's a patriot. He's a community organizer. Well, not organizer in the leftist sense, but he's part of his community and he contributes a lot. Yeah, he's identified as a grandfather who immediately laughed it off. What a patriot. So we have this article from the New York Post that talks about it. So the grandfather ID'd as Yellowstone visitor flung into the air by bison as extent of his injuries revealed. Yeah, so, yeah, before we pull these up, we need these ads gone. Yeah, so here's the patriot right here. His name is Carl Isa McDaniel. He suffered multiple bones in his terrifying encounter with a testosterone-fueled bull bison in Yellowstone National Park. If you can move up. And yeah, producer E is having technical difficulties with articles. So yeah, this is a patriot. He's like, this is what an American looks like, right? But this is him. This is Carl, and he was flung into the air. If you can move down. But he made light of the attack. So after he got injured, he made light of the attack even as he waited for a park ambulance to arrive, according to the professional photographer wwho captured the now widely viral moment. He was in a lot of pain with his leg, and otherwise he was conscious the whole time in good spirits, joking. Photographer Mike McLeod told the New York Times. McDaniel is a retiree in his mid-60s who's visiting the park from Kendall, Washington, where he's known for serving on several boards, including the Water and Parks Commissions, and is the chairman of a local community newsletter. Neither he nor his grandson did anything to provoke the animal and were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time, according to the photographer who's based in Bozeman, Montana. Before the bison's viral encounter with McDaniel, the animal likely hopped on testosterone as mating season begins and had already menaced several groups of visitors, including a small group of teenage boys who quickly scattered when the bison charged. After scaring off the teens, the bison took a moment to rest in the dirt near a picnic table just off a campground road that was still covered in dinner leftovers. And then, of course, we saw the bison charge at him. So yeah, this is a fun moment. We like to see it. The bison, like, it's not fun in that, like, the bison went after and attacked the grandfather. But it's a fun moment because, okay, we know that he's okay. He was injured, but he's stable and he's recovering right now. But is Carl not the quintessential American patriot? Is he not the quintessential American man? Where you get flung into the air by this behemoth, this beast. And after getting injured, his reaction is not to whine, to scream, to complain, to cry, but to still laugh it off. There's a lot of people these days who ask, who's American? Who's an American? Carl is an American. That's what it looks like. Strength, not taking yourselves too seriously, laughing it off, resilience, good spirits, high spirits, a person who runs a community newsletter and serves on the board of the Water and Parks Commission, who cares about nature and cares about his country. That's a patriot. Like, there's a lot of people responding to that. I say it's patriot. Because that's a patriot. That's what an American looks like. We love to see it. So there's a lot of like funny memes that came out as a result of this. We have this guy, Buffalo Ron. He's a farmer, a part-time farmer, and a part-time American bison sock maker. But he's like, I will not be taking any more questions. What happened happened. We had the bison being interviewed. And they also have this other one from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which people say it's insensitive, but again, he's okay now, so it's fine. And Carl's the one who laughed it off. Watch this. Oh my gosh. Okay, and there's a lot of other funny memes that happen as a result. We love to see it. We love the internet laughing it off, but you have to understand, like, the reason why these stories go viral is, yes, it's shocking and it's quite unsettling to see a bison charge at a grandfather like that. But his response, his reaction to being thrown and thrusted into the air and breaking a few bones, his reaction, although he's writhing in pain, is to laugh it off. And that's how a man acts. Where even when you're in pain, yes, like, be honest with your pain. Not saying to like lie about your pain, but it's not to squeal. It's not to act like a little baby. It's not to complain and to whine. Like, that's what an American looks like. That's what a man looks like. And right now, we live in an age where we have influencers cry like Miss Kiff, or we have like that Korean influencer I was talking about, cry about racism, my racism. Someone said konnichiwa to me. The racism is so mean. Such an existential evil. And then you have this patriot, Carl, who's flung into the air and broke a few bones. And as he's writhing in pain, he's like, haha, that was fun. Like, what do you want your model for the man to be? Who do you want your male role model to be? Do you want it to be Carl, who even in the midst of pain as a grandfather, who experienced a very like traumatizing incident, he laughs it off and doesn't create chaos or concern and anxiety for the people around him, versus influencers who, he said a mean word. No, so mean. Who do you want your role model to be? This is why we have to uplift stories like this. Not just because it's fun, not just because of the memes, but we see good, healthy male role models to embody and to emulate. That's what we want. That's what we want for men to be. Men to be strong, men to be courageous, and men to be able to control their emotion and to express their pain in a way that doesn't put down other people and cause anxiety in other people. Because what men need to do is, in the midst of anxiety and chaos and fear and hysteria, a good man comes in and creates peace and creates security. That's what a man does. Learn, dear viewer, from Carl, dear American patriot. We love to see it.